All right, everybody. How is everybody doing? Hey, how are you? How is everybody doing? All right. So right now, apparently, we have some very big buyers on the U.S. dollar, right? No, there was no there was no trading goal, but the VAPs did trade it, are in a silver trade at the moment. All right, just give me 1 second because we have a ton of buying pressure in the DXY, right? So why don't we start with that? Right, let's have a look at gold. Yeah. Uh, so this is exactly what I was waiting. Dominican Republic in the house. How are you, mate? So this is exactly what I was waiting for. Yeah, I mean, it was a great one, right? And the cool thing about that silver is that the potential of that breakout to the upside is massive. But right now, we are getting tons and tons and tons of US dollar buyers. If you look at the DXY, I'm gonna show you actually, right? If you look at the DXY, let's have a look at the very low time frame, the 5 minute chart. Um, on the past 10 minutes, we've had an appreciation of the US dollar about 0.2%. That's big. Given the fact that we have been trading, or the DXY has been trading in a very rangy, um, price action for the past 1, 2, 3, 4 days, right? So, still inside of a range at the moment, still inside of a range, even though we're getting some buying pressure at the lows, we are still inside of this massive range, right? So, by no means this buying pressure that we're seeing at the moment is a reversal on the short term, let's call it short term structure in this market, right? Um, I mean, let's wait and see what happens, and let's move on. And this is exactly what I was telling you, right? Gold, right? Um, Personally, I've been wanting to get involved long in gold, but I haven't had a setup, right? I haven't had a setup. And now that, well, gold broke with October 14th highs, and now it's retracing back to retest that 1800 level, this might be the place where I could find a buy. But price action right now is quite volatile, so I'm going to wait and see. I'm going to wait and see what happens. And actually, why don't we look at the 50-minute chart, right? So on the 50-minute chart, this is the level. The 1800 level is the level that I would want to buy. But of course, I'm not gonna be aggressive in the sense that I'm not gonna buy at market when price and if price retest the 1800, and I'm not gonna put on a limit order to buy that level either, right? I need to see a clear rejection of the 1800 in order for me to get involved long. More so because I need that rejection to have a clear um, invalidation. So, I mean, I don't think I'm going to. Oh yeah, I mean Powell is, exactly. What do you think? That's a great question. What do you think that Powell is saying at the moment, given the fact that the U.S. dollar is rallying? What do you think he's saying? Right? I haven't looked at the news. I haven't looked at the news. I'm not listening to his speech at all. But what do you think he's saying, right? What do you think he's saying? Of course, he is coming out extremely hawkish in this. In fact, why don't we look at what he is actually saying? So I'm going to log in into my Squawk. So give me a second. This should be cool. Log in. I don't remember my password, so give me a second, please. I have to find it on my email. Right. So, um, hmm, there you go. Right. So let's have a look at what he is saying. You know what? I'm gonna turn off my camera just for a little, just for the time that I log in. Boom. Okay. Right. Let's have a look at what he is actually saying at the moment. Right. So Fed's Powell rate reiterates Fed is on track to taper asset purchases. Right. Of course, super hawkish. Fed Powell, Powell, high inflation seems lasting well into next year. Blah blah blah. Cannot rule out. Let's put on the squawk too. Cannot rule out another COVID spike. Boom, boom, boom. Yellen director.
So Powell says Fed's inflation employment goals are somewhat in tension.
So basically, this is exactly the quote that is bringing up this buying pressure in the U.S. dollar, right? Now, this is very hawkish. For since the pandemic started, since this round of QE started, we haven't heard anything like this until now, right? So heads up to that because and remember, if you are holding a position, right? Um, you need to trade your plan and do not panic because of these moves. And if you're going to panic because of these moves, don't trade or close your positions before this kind of you know um, this kind of economic. Have a look at this. Fed's power raising rates will be premature. So it's a mix. It's very mixed what we're seeing right now. First of all, first he said that the Fed is on track to taper its asset purchasing program, and then he said raising rates would be premature. So right now we're going to see. Let's have a look at the 1 minute chart. We're going to see the U.S. dollar. Um, Completely bounce from the highs and go back to the lows, etc. So I'm still holding. I'm still holding my Euro US dollar longs. I have platinum longs. Well, my platinum longs really got. I'm gonna show you actually. My platinum longs is the 1 minute chart. I'm gonna show you the 50-minute chart. My platinum longs really got hurt because of
Fed's
these
Powell says
moves,
we have a
right?
base case that
But I'm
supply
still
issues will
holding this
abate.
position,
He's
right? It's a
repeating what he said
long-term
before.
position. And if I show you the
Says we do
4 hour
not know how
chart,
long it will
really,
take. We
my
don't
trade
know how
idea
long
is
it will take
still
for inflation
valid.
to abate.
Although, if
I do not
this
live in a world
candle
of, of
closes the way
certainty, says Powell.
it looks right now, yeah, it's looking a little bit sketchy. But let's have a look at the USD, right? And as I told you, we're seeing some selling pressure at the moment. I'm not gonna trade. I'm not gonna trade the news. I'm not gonna trade the
Fed's
this
Powell says the
speech.
risks are
But
clearly to
it's
longer, more
interesting to
persistent bottom.
see how hawkish he started the speech, and then he came back to a kind of a dovish stance, saying that raising rates would be premature. So basically, what he's saying is that, yeah, inflation is high. The Federal Reserve knows that inflation is high. Federal Reserve understands that it needs to act towards inflation, and the way that central banks fight inflation is by hiking rates, right? But the thing is this, because of how big this round of QE has been, if the Federal Reserve starts to tapering down its asset purchasing program and hiking rates, I believe that equities are going to crash because this rally that we have seen in US equity is completely fabricated, right, by this round of QE. So, I mean, um, there's two choices. Either they continue to print money and they continue to keep rates very close to zero, like they are right now, and they keep fabricating this rally, and the valuation of companies right now in U.S. indices are extremely high. And or the other way is to start tapering down and just let equities crash. I don't know what they're going to do, but I don't think that they're going to let the market crash. Let's have a look. Fed has a base case that supply issues will abate. Well, let's have a look at equities. What's going on with equities? Nasdaq. Someone said that Nasdaq is crashing. 1 minute chart. I'm gonna go back to the hourly. Oh boy, yeah. Big, big, big crash. And you know what? Yesterday, if you remember, yesterday I was looking at the possibility of shorting the S&P 500, right, when it was trading at this level, and I had a sell stop below these lows. Of course, that the S&P 500 made new highs, but it's still trading inside of this structure. I'm not gonna, I mean, I'm not gonna trade. You know, right now. It's late on Friday, but uh, I mean, what I'm looking at is, possibilities of buying this dip, uh, maybe on Sunday open. But all right, I'm gonna show you, and the Nasdaq is my preferred market to do so. Right, let's have a look at the chat. Hi, Alex. How are you? Germany in the house. You lost 7% trading gold today. Ouch. Pumping and dump, pumping and pumping. Yeah, I mean, what would you have done, if you were trading the news today? All right, so yeah, my platinum longs are really hurting, really, really hurting. Let's have a look at my Euro US dollar. I'm gonna go back to the hourly chart. I mean, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna show you the Euro USD. Um, this is clearly noise, right? So I sent a trade today, a VAP trade, and the idea actually was yesterday, and this was a setup, right, that I traded. I'm still holding on the Euro USD, right? So basically, I bought a break of this high right here, boom, right? And to me, a break retest and a double retest of the previous broken highs is a clear slam dunk setup, right? I have my stop losses below these lows, right? And yeah, this candle sucks. I was up quite a bit on this Euro US dollar long, and thank you, Powell, for being so dumb and saying nothing at all. But to me, this is purely noise, and eventually the market is going to continue, you know, what fundamentally was doing, right? Um, Again, I don't know what you have. I mean, if you guys are on the VAP group, are you still holding uh, that Euro US dollar or not? The US is in the house. For the past 3 weeks, almost all the signals hit stop loss or break even. None have really reached TPs. Yeah, you say that every single day. You don't have to repeat that. But maybe you don't take all, I mean, all the trades that we send, and um, well, I mean, you have to do the work yourself too, right? If a trade, if I send a trade and it doesn't make sense to you, just don't take it. Or if a trade is up a couple of pips and that's good enough for you, just take profits, you know. What about silver? Let's have a look at silver. Yo, gold completely broke with the 1800 level. I mean, I bet you that a ton of people got hurt here on this breakout trade. Right, let's have a look at silver. Silver is still good. I mean, actually, actually, the retest of the previous broken highs in silver is much, much better than it is in gold. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, um, what else? If we return to stronger job base, we will quickly absorb remaining slack, right? Uh, I mean, a hawkish, hawkish statement from the Federal Reserve is really going to affect metals. So, if you are holding metals like I am, heads up to that. Be careful. So let me just see my trades. Wow, I mean, my
South Africa's
really very
Kaganyago says South
nice
Africa is
long.
less vulnerable to Fed tapering than in
Well, I have a
2013.
decision to make at the moment. Hold on, I have a decision to make. Mm, Give me just 1 second, please. Yeah, no, right. Uh, I'm leaving like that. So yeah, when the Federal Reserve or Ace, yeah, when the Federal Reserve comes out hawkish, the market that is going to hurt the most is metals, right? Why? Because I mean, you all know that metals, gold, etc., are a hedge against inflation, right? So whilst inflation rises, money drops in to safe havens like gold. That's why prices in metals rises, right? So when the Federal Reserve comes out hawkish, saying that they are ready to start tapering down their this round of quantitative easing and start hiking rates, that means that they're going to fight high inflation, and inflation is going to start dropping, which hurts this hedge against inflation. Uh, that's why this statement is very bearish for silver, gold, platinum, etc. But I mean, let's wait and see what happens, right? Is EJ still valid? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Almost, it's almost about to get invalidated, but yeah, it's still valid. So let's have a look at equities. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing. I mean, equities are crashing. And this is the other thing, right? Just have a look at what's going on at the moment, right? I mean, just because of this statement by Powell, well, the S&P 500, the Dow, and the Nasdaq are crashing, right? Why? Because of what I told you, that this rally that we have seen since the pandemic lows, I mean, just have a look at this. It's fucking insane. These are the pandemic lows, right? This is when central banks really started to act against this crash, right? Um, they started this round of QE, this big ass round of QE. So from the pandemic lows to all-time highs, we're talking about a 108% rally, completely and utterly fabricated, right? So that's why now that you know Federal Reserve that they are ready to start tapering down their asset purchasing program, which means that When I mean, if they start tapering down their asset purchasing program, the injection of money towards the markets is going to start tapering down, eventually going to end, which is why we are seeing this reaction in equities, right? So that was, I mean, that could have been actually a good short, but you know, yeah, I'm good with all the trades that I have on right now. Yeah, but I mean, just have a look at the shorter time frames, right? The 50-minute chart. I mean, it's quite volatile, right? And I mean, absolutely no setup for me to short this move. But because this is absolutely noise. I mean, just have a look at the 4-hour chart. I mean, this looks extremely bearish. I mean, we need to wait and see how this daily candle closes, because if this daily candle closes, I'm going to show you actually the levels that I'm looking at. If this daily candle closes bearish, I mean, that's bad, right? But if this daily candle closes below yesterday's lows, I mean, on Sunday, it's going to be a great day to short equities at the open on low volume, right? So, I mean, do not chase this move. This move is completely and utterly gone. But, let's wait and see where this daily candle closes. And where Sunday scandal opens, right? Because if if today closes below yesterday's lows, I mean it's going to be a bloodbath on Sunday. So that is where I see an opportunity to capitalize on this move. Just have a look at the Euro USD. I mean, first of all, have a look at the DXY, the shorter time. But I'm looking at the Euro US dollar here on my other screen, and just have a look at this. I mean, like I told you, uh, utterly and completely noise, right? I mean, of course that we were going to have quite the reaction, right, to this pitch, but this is a big, 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 massive level, and uh, personally, what I'm looking at is this. Personally, what I'm looking at is this, right? I see this, right, as a flag. And this is why I bought Euro USDs, Euro against the dollar, I'm sorry, here. Because, I mean, should price break with these highs, the potential of a rally is massive for massive profits too. So that's the other reason that I'm still holding uh, those Euro USD longs. Let's have a look at platinum. I mean, platinum is really hurting. Metals are really hurting. I'm gonna I'm gonna show you here. Ooh, I'm sorry. Oh boy. So yeah, metals are really hurting. This is my trade in platinum, right? I'm gonna show you actually my trade in platinum. Oh, hold on. So this is the setup, right? I traded the breakout of these highs, the flag, etc. First targets, of course, the previous, key level, and letting the rest run for a massive rally. Now, I don't know if it's going to play out. Uh, yeah, I have a decision to make, but I don't know. I mean, the trade idea is still valid, but this is so ugly that, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna hold it for a little bit. I'll make a decision later. But, I mean, just have a look at this. Metals are really, really hurting on this. Oh boy. Now, um, remember that I told you that I was looking for, hold on, let me show you. This is gold, right? I was looking for maybe a retest of the 1800 level. Have a look at gold. Completely broke with the 1800 level. I mean, We saw this chart like what 5 minutes ago, and it was trading right here at the 1800, 1795 or so. Now it has completely crashed towards this, and this is a very thick zone in gold. I'm not telling you that I'm going to buy here. Of course not. This is a massive candle. I mean, we're talking about from high to low, a 1.75% move to the downside. Now, what I want to show you is this, right? Again, this I've been trying to get involved long in gold, like I told you earlier, right? Because of a possible breakout of this structure, right? And more so because if you look at the longer term, right? Um, all this move from all-time highs, right? Looks like a flag, right? Looks like a bullish flag, technically speaking, of course. But now, just have a look at this daily candle. I mean, if this daily candle closes like it is right now, and below the structure again on Sunday, we could have a massive opportunity to short gold. But again, we need to wait and see what we need to wait and see how this candle closes, right? I mean, there's not a lot of Sundays to trade, to really get involved heavy on the market. But I think that this Sunday is going to be fun. Let's have a look at the chat. So hey, how are you? I'm doing fine, mate. How are you? Man, know why gold was up by the time US bond yields were high. Normally they are have negative correlation, and today metals and yields rate were super high together. Listen, I mean correlations are not 100%. I mean I don't even pay attention to correlations, right? That I mean personally speaking, right? Personally speaking, for example, the correlation between the USD and gold, right? The negative correlation. It's not 100% negative correlation, and I really don't pay attention to that. I Because I think, in my opinion, uh, basing your trading decision on market correlation um, is a misstep in the sense that in my opinion, you're starting, I'm sorry, your decision-making process uh, uh, by founding your trade idea on a market that you're not even going to trade. I base my decisions really on the market that I'm going to trade. I really don't care about correlations. Can you analyze Dodo token? No, I don't do that. I have longs on Nasdaq. Should I close it? I mean, I can't tell you what to do. That's the thing, guys. I'm not licensed to give financial advice. What I do is I share my trades, I share my ideas, my knowledge, and my analysis, and that's all. The trading decisions are all up to you. Thoughts on oil? Let's have a look. Should we still hold silver? That's Olympia's trade, and yeah, silver is getting hammered. All metals are getting hammered. But don't panic. Don't panic. I mean, Olympia's a very, very good trader. You know, uh, and if he hasn't sent a trade management, it's because he's really confident on his position, right? So I trust him completely. Let's have a look at oil. Oil. I don't have a thought. I mean, I don't know. I haven't traded oil in a while. I mean, the last time that I traded oil, I got burned. Trying to short it actually. Um, and I haven't followed this market actually. I haven't followed this market in a while. And I really don't like to trade markets that I haven't followed in the sense that um, the fundamentals behind this market. I haven't read any OPEC minutes, anything at all. So I really don't know. I have no idea, other than higher crude prices because of inflation. I think today with silver I mistyped the value. Oh boy, be careful with that, man. Right, let me just have a look at my array. Right, so I have a ton of trades here in Bitcoin. Hold on. Right, so uh, two, seven. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just looking. I really have quite a bit of decisions to make. Yeah, I mean, I took a loss on the U.S. dollar South African rand today. You know, but let me show you. Let me show you. My trade idea, right? Um, and again, this setup was a high probability setup. Yeah, uh, it didn't play out. Took a loss, but that's fine. I would take this trade every single day, right? Because in the long term, it prints money. So basically, what I was trading was this, right? A break and retest of the previous lows, and more so this level right here. So this is what I was trading, right? The break of a massive key level, right? A massive historic key level, right? A retest, rejection of set level within the market structure, right? Yeah, I put my sell stops below what was then the daily lows, and I got stopped out at a loss, which is fine, right? Yeah, you're not gonna win every single trade, but hold on, hold on, just a second, please. Yeah, you're not gonna win every single trade, but if you learn how to milk milk your trades in the sense that, for example, for example, hold on. So basically, this is what I have going on at the moment, right? And what I want to show you is this. My pound yen long, right? So this is a massive, massive trade. So if you learn how to hold on to your winners, milk those winners while they're running, it really doesn't matter if you have one loss here and one loss there, as long as you keep your losses small and let your winners run. If you just write gold, I have to find first what exactly do you mean. I am new to retail trading. It's much easier if you write exactly like, all right, but now you know that that is gold, right? Bitcoin. No, gracias. Right. So, this is another one that's really cool. I want to show you what I've done here. Yeah, this is. I mean, I don't know what you're going to think about this, but I think it's a little advanced. I'm gonna show you what I've done here. So, here it is. I have it. So, yesterday I bought Bitcoin, and my stop losses are all the way below the 59, etc. Right? I deleted those stop losses. The reason that I deleted those stop losses because I hedged this position, right? So I have this buy, right? I have this buy right here, but I have two sells on Bitcoin, right? Which means that I'm making money on this position, right? Now, I'm actually going to delete this stop loss too. I have no stop losses on my long. I have no stop losses on my shorts, right? Why? Because, yeah, my buy in Bitcoin, although this one that I showed you here is uh, is in the red, is losing money. But I have two sales in Bitcoin which are completely and utterly crushing, right? So why do why don't I take profits on my shorts? Because I'm not interested. in Bitcoin shorts. I'm interested in Bitcoin longs, right? I'm still holding this long position from the 40, let's call it 44,000 that I entered, a month ago or so. But right now, but right now, right? Instead of taking a loss with the buy that I took yesterday, um, when I saw price flagging, bear flagging and breaking with the lows, I took a sell. That gave me the opportunity to delete the stop losses on my buys and not having stop losses on my sell because, I mean, yeah, uh, whilst I'm losing money on my buys, I'm making money on my sells. Now, I'm not going. The reason that I'm not going to be taking profits on my sells is because I'm interested in Bitcoin longs, right? So I don't care if Bitcoin drops all the way to the 50,000 level because I'm going to be making money on my shorts whilst, of course, losing money on my longs, right? But it nibbles. So um, and that's the other reason that, hold on, I need to delete this too. And that's the other reason that I don't have stop losses in any of these three positions, right? Now, what am I going to do? What I'm going to do is this, right? I mean, this looks extremely and utterly bearish, right? So, I really don't care, about my buy position losing money, right? I could have taken a loss, but I didn't want to take a loss, so I hedged this position. Now I'm making money because my sales are much, much bigger than my buys, right? So I actually might take some profits at some point. But what I'm going to do is, should Bitcoin fall down all the way to the 58,000 or 57,800 level or so, this level right here, right? This is where I'm going to look for another buy setup, right? And here on this new buy setup, and if this plays out, this is where this new buy is going to have a stop loss, maybe below these lows, right? And I'm not going to close my shorts, not going to close my buys above, because if I take profits on my shorts, I'm going to leave a buy position very, very in the red, right? So these shorts of Bitcoin are really not positions to make profit, but are positions that allow me to uh, to hold on to my buys instead of taking a loss, right? I just wanted to show you that. I follow all the trades since starting of this month, but there is no progress in my portfolio. I'm on loss right now. Well, Nicholas, yeah, I mean, uh, I don't know what to tell you, man. Yeah, do you follow all the trades? Uh, yeah, my VIP trades are in a little bit of a drawdown, but that's completely fine. Equity curves don't go up, like a mountain. But be patient. Don't be results oriented. Don't focus on one or two trades. So what else? What can we have a look at? This is pretty cool, right? This hedge. Let's have a look at the USD. See, this is what I told you. Uh, be, let's have a look. What else has he said? Policies are good, right? It's soup. Just have a look at what he said. Policy is in a good place. Taper communications has worked. Yeah, there is. Yeah. This is what really, really melted metals. Thank you, Powell. All right, Nicholas. Be patient. Really, we're going to make money. Yep. So just have a look at the shorter time frames, right? 3 minute chart or so. Yeah, like I told you, boomerang, right? Yeah, we're going to start tapering our asset purchasing program. But hold on, we are not quite ready to start hiking rates. Yeah, that's the thing about trying to trade these kind of days. Yeah, it's to me it's burning money, you know. And also holding positions through this kind of days is also quite hard in the sense that you already saw what happened with metals, right? Uh, yeah, gold, silver, etc. Platinum. Fuck. Yeah, it's really hard, but it's part of the game. So there's two options, right? In days like this, either you close your positions prior to Powell's speech, or you hold your position, and if your trade gets invalidated, it gets invalidated. I am on the invalidation side, because I really think that this kind of day is completely and utterly noise. And more than panicking, I believe that they open doors to very interesting setups. Like I told you, on Sunday, I think we're going to have fun on Sunday. Let's have a look at equities. Right. No, it's 4-hour chart. So the hourly, yeah. No, it's the Nasdaq that we were looking at. I'm sorry. Oof. Yeah, I don't think that. What was the daily candle that we were looking at? Was it on the Dow, on the S&P 500? I don't remember. Yeah, it was on the S&P 500. But you see, I don't think that this candle is going to close below yesterday's lows. And if it doesn't, we're going to have to wait and see how the S&P opens on Sunday. Uh, and let me show you. All right. So, if the S&P opens lower on Sunday, uh, it will most likely fill the gap and then continue to the downside. So that might be the setup that I would be looking for. But right now, I cannot tell you what to expect. I've closed platinum and reduced Euro USD, still open in red, the silver one, but ready to open again platinum, maybe at a lower price. Well, more power to you, mate. Giovanni. Yeah. So let's have a look at platinum. It's a fucking pain in the ass, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's still in range, right? So, boy, this candle sucks. It's still in range, right? And even though this candle sucks, and I know, that was very emotional of me, but it really sucks. But the thing, let me show you on the hourly. We were looking at the hourly, I think. Yeah. So this is a very, very, very strong level, right? My stops are all the way below here, I think. Let me see. Hold on. Oh yeah, they're all the way below here. Actually, yeah, they're all the way below here. So even though this is a super ugly candle, right? I don't know. And this is the thing about closing trades on panic, right? Because of move a strong move against you, right? So again, two options. If you do not enjoy this, no one enjoys this. What you can do is just put your stops at break even once your trade is in profit. But the thing about that is that most likely you are going to get stopped out at break even just to see your trade run, right? The other one is just trade your plan. That is what I do. This is a very strong level, right? And the reason that I trade, I was looking for platinum longs, and I have been looking for platinum longs for a while. And what I liked about this level is the flat bottoms, right? Right here we have 4 days of flat bottoms, right? Retesting the previous broken highs, a very big level, massive level. And on the 4 hour, you can see that. It's September highs. Not only the previous broken highs, we're talking about September highs and the previous base. So this is a very, very strong level. So even though this is an ugly candle, I'm still holding on to this one. And because I don't know what's going to happen uh, when price and if price hits this level. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe I'm going to get an opportunity to buy a lower price, like Giovanni said. Maybe I'm going to get stopped out because sellers are going to be super strong. I don't know. But to me, this trade has not been invalidated just yet, you know. But that's me, that's me. Uh, I urge you guys to manage your trades as you see fit. I don't think most people went short on Bitcoin like you did. Well, I hope it goes long because I'm losing a lot on that trade. Yeah, you're bullish on platinum, right? Yeah, very much. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if a lot of people went short in Bitcoin, but, uh, the setup was right there. And this is the thing, guys. I'm still holding those buys from this breakout right here. If I hadn't bought Bitcoin yesterday, I would not have shorted Bitcoin today, right? Again, this is not a position to make money on. This is a hedge to not take a loss on my long, right? So yeah, I wouldn't have shorted Bitcoin if what the fuck is this? I wouldn't have shorted Bitcoin if it wasn't for that long that I have on, you know. Yup. What else, guys? Do you have any questions? What do you want? Let's have a look at the chat. Yo, why is Bitcoin down? Well, I don't fucking know. I mean, all right. So Bitcoin broke with all-time highs, right? All-time highs. And yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed, but when Bitcoin broke with all-time highs, 25.7 million uh, Bitcoin shorts got liquidated in 5 minutes. So yeah, I mean, basically, and the thing about this is that, I mean, this is the hard thing about trading breakouts to all-time highs, right? There's no volume. I mean, there's no volume. You have to remember that, I mean, the financial markets are layers of orders, level by level, right? And I mean, I don't have a level two data in Bitcoin, but I guess that you're not going to see tons of orders, right, above all-time highs. You're not going to see a ton of buy orders above all-time highs. So basically, all you can do is hit the bid, right? And a pullback after breaking all-time highs on such a low volume or high volatility market is normal. I am not from Mexico, man, even though I have a Mexican mustache. Nasdaq Platinum. What? Buy the dip. Raúl, qué pedos. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, Bitcoin will go back up. That's what I'm telling you that my shorts in Bitcoin are not positions to make money, right? I am long Bitcoin, right? I'm actually thinking about buying this dip too. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, right? So basically, I have this hedge. I'm going to take off this little bit, I think. This one right here, I'm going to take off because I'm already hedged, right? So this, I'm taking profit on that because I have a 0.03 buy and a zero point zero 0.05 short, right? So yeah, that little bit was about taking profit. But I mean, this is a thick zone, right? This is a very thick area. So this is a high probability buy, area-wise, level-wise, right? After this big drop, it's not a high probability buy. So, hold on, this is not what I want. So let's go back to the lower time frames, 15-minute chart or so. There's absolutely no setup to buy, right, at the moment. But heads, fuck, heads up to this level, guys. Heads up to this level because, I mean, let's go to trading view so you can actually visualize what I'm talking about. What time frame was I looking at the hourly? So the hourly is the hourly chart too, Bitcoin, right? Actually, it's much better on my MT4. So just have a look at, hold on, just have a look at this. Just have a look at this. How massive buyers were protecting this level. And I mean, wow, hold on. What happened here? Ah, yeah, took profit in Bitcoin. So, yeah, so this is a massive level. At the moment, I don't see a setup to buy, right? I am not an aggressive trader in the sense that I don't buy. I mean, I'm never looking for the best price to get involved in a trade. That's not me, right? I always look for setups, and more than looking for setups, what I look for is validation and validation levels. And right now, there's absolutely none, right? But I'm going to, the cool thing about Bitcoin is that it trades 24/7, right? Our trade actually closes trading in Bitcoin for about 8 hours during the weekend, but I mean, it's just 8 hours during the entire week. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this level in Bitcoin, right? 60K level or so. Yeah, it's the 60K level for possible buys. Now, if I buy here, I am going to put a stop loss on that position, right? And more and of course not taking profits on myself because that is the hedge that is protecting this buy that is in the red. But this is a level, this is quite a good level. And let's have a look at ratios, right? Hold on. Let's just delete this fucking thing. Right. So, ratio-wise, right, so ratio-wise, uh, 161.8 of the previous move. Yeah, it's right there, 161.8, right? I mean, yeah, it looks good, but again, there's no setup to buy into this. So, I'm just telling you that you should keep an eye on this level. I had set my stop loss on silver at 2460 when it was up at 2480. So when silver dropped, I still got some profit. It's amazing that I actually did something that worked. Awesome. Andy Smith, congratulations. Oops. Ah, yeah, I'm not from Mexico. Bum, bum, bum. There's a nice dip in Aussie New Zealand dollar. I don't trade that market, you know. I don't trade the Aussie dollar, nor the Kiwi. So, yeah, let's have a look at it. But, I don't trade those markets. I am a US dollar trader. I don't even have it here. Yeah, I don't even have it here. But yeah, I can type it, right? What was it? Aussie NCD. Yeah, I hate it. I hate it. I mean, no. A deep buy towards this, no. I mean, you can do whatever you want, so here, but I wouldn't touch this with your fat finger. I hate it. Right. Oh boy. DXY rallying. Let's see what he said. Right. So, yeah. Returning to the US dollar. right? Returning to the USD. This looks like a very, very, very possible break and a possible reversal. Oh boy, on the short-term structure, which is a bearish structure. Of course, that I mean, we don't know what's going to happen, but I mean, but this looks extremely, extremely, extremely bullish. So let me just look at my trades on this. Hold on, the Euro USD. I have how many? One, two. Yeah, that's fine. 0.9%. That's okay. And platinum. I mean, platinum is still holding that level. The Euro USD is the one that I'm not enjoying at all. But uh, let's wait and see what happens with this level. Again, my stops are below this low. Um, yeah, and yeah, let's wait and see what happens, right? So the DXY, um, again, it looks very bearish, bullish. I'm sorry, it is bullish at the moment, right? But again, we are still inside of this range, right? We are still inside of this range. So, to me, to be mildly bullish on the USD, we would need to trade be above the 93.90 level or so. This one right here, and again, really bullish about the 94.20. Yeah, for the time being, I mean, we have seen rallies right inside of this range, but still trading inside of that range. And again, yesterday's and today's highs are capping the upside on this market. So let's wait and see what happens, right? Again, I'm not trading anything today, not anymore at least. Right, not anymore. Um, so yeah, I've been live for an hour. Thank you for joining me, guys. I really enjoyed this shows. Was quite the. I mean, daily chart looks super bullish in the US dollar. Yeah. So I have a decision to make with my US dollar shorts. I am not going to make a panic decision. In the sense that, wow, I should have closed that Bitcoin short that I did because it's crashing. But again, that's fine. So, hold on. Let me just protected. Fine. I mean, I'm completely hedged on this Bitcoin. That's cool. So, I have a decision to make towards my US dollar shorts. Um, you know, I really don't think that I am going to be doing anything unless I see a terrible breakout. Well, in which case I will be stopped out, right? But still inside of the range. My trade is still valid. Thank you, Mr. Powell, for nothing. And yeah, how you display the video view covers the info about what we are looking at. You know, I don't have any information on the charts. Let me show you. Oh, I don't know why. I don't know why it's like this, mate. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know why it's like this. I'm sorry. Yeah, you should have told me before. I'm sorry. But I don't have any information, on my charts. Absolutely nothing. So yeah. All right. So that's me. Thank you for joining me, guys. I enjoyed this little get-togethers. Uh, get off the charts. Have fun this weekend, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. I'm going to do a live on Sunday, a live session on Sunday at the Open, because I think that it's going to be a fun Open on Sunday. So yeah, heads up to that. I'll send you guys the information on the VIP group, and have a great weekend. Cheers.